along with the PPPs along the way, isn't it? This is a game plan. Can you come and, jump in?
We need to have a very simple approach like Vision 2030 had.
Yes.
Right? It was literally just one slide.
Absolutely.
Which actually, one page represented the whole of Vision 2030.
But I thought also the beta was somehow not really.
Beta is not a vision.
It's not a vision.
Beta is not
it's
a
manifesto. It is just a manifesto.
It's a manifesto.
But a manifesto somehow is also, a roadmap to where you
the manifesto is a program of action, eh?
Yes, it's an action plan.
Yeah.
Let me just give you what I think out of the current thinking that they have.
Because I wanted just to get clarity on what Martin is saying, that they dropped the Vision 2030. We still have the Secretariat which is there, and the taxpayers are paying money.
But
so what function are they performing if you're talking about that it was dropped?
That's not strange to us. Remember, we had session of paper number 10 of 1965 paper. We had session of paper number 1 of 20 what? The Robert Owiko, 1986. There are things we've done. Of course, we had the ERSP, for example. There are things we've had, some of which we've done better on, others we've just abandoned them. The things we started talking about in the 60s, ignorance, poverty, and disease, are with us. This year alone, we are projected to be having more than 2.5 million people dropping down below poverty line. And you want to talk about vision? You want to talk about towards first world? No, please. Let's deal with basics.
All right, Patrick.
What I was going to say is that we know the document that I saw, I don't know how many pages, it had nothing in it. Had a lot of
56 pages.
56 a lot of there's a lot of things that need to be done. If I was to talk about
it's a terrible thing.
Where we need to go, we just need to focus on the following: productivity as a country. We are actually very bad at productivity. We need to focus on exports. And there are papers that have been done on exports. We need to bring them together, basically distill what is required and move forward. And exports means value addition on everything that leaves this country. It does not leave as raw material. We need to talk about being competitive. And that means our power has got to be cheaper, our labor has got to be competitive. You talk about all those elements. We've got to have the infrastructure that means that to take something from Kisumu to the port in Mombasa is very cheap. It doesn't actually make it expensive to leave the country. We need to talk about creating an investment environment that makes it possible for people to come in and invest. We are getting there, right? But if you talk about the people who are coming to invest in Kenya now, a lot of them are frustrated because they'll come here and they'll sit in a government office and nobody will see them because they're busy doing politics. So investment is not happening. Go to Ethiopia. The minister will send his car to meet you at the airport if you're an investor. Here, you have to actually book an appointment 6 months in advance, and half the time you probably won't see the minister on the first day. We must encourage innovation. We're good at that one. That is happening. There's a lot of innovation taking place in the country. We have to build cost-effective infrastructure. And this is where these PPPs and everything else have got to be structured properly to do that. And then we have to have fiscal discipline and sustainability, right? The government has to spend what it can afford. It shouldn't borrow to do what it is doing, right? We just need to cut all that stuff that we're doing. We can't keep on borrowing to improve what government is doing. Government just needs to cut right down to what it needs to do and let other people do the implementation. They just give policy guidelines and they give frameworks of implementation. But let other people do it.
And that's why I started when I said, if you go back to the Vision 2030, just run with it. And I think I like the point